Welcome to the 901 Dynamite Show. I'm your host, J Love, also known as 901 Dynamite. Like and subscribe to the channel. And I want to tribute this section of this video to my late father who passed recently. Thanks, Dad. Today I want to talk to you guys about parenting. Or let me just say, it's supposed to be about parenting. But I thought I made so many good points on my parenting show that I put out a while back that I'm gonna attach my review that I did do to this. And so as I was shooting it, I still can't get my sound right through YouTube, through my mic and with my computer. I don't know what's going on. So they always say the devil busy. So I mean, even on my Streamlabs, it's just burning me up. But anyway. And so I was gonna make a new show on parenting. And so I just decided that I liked to do stuff on my old show that I made a while back. So I decided to just do a visual review, and then I started to comment on some of the things that I said. But like I said, my sound was out. So all the good, great information and stuff that I had from my heart and everything that I had put in the show, I did record it, but it was so ugly and distorted for y'all sound. I had to can't use it. I don't want to give it to y'all because I want to give y'all quality. But man, I really wish I could. I guess I could share it, but I can't because it's heartfelt and it's real. So if you don't know, my dad passed. Well, today is the 16th, so last year now. And the video you're looking at is a video that I put out last year, probably about a couple months ago, called Thanks Dad. So go check out Thanks Dad, or don't go nowhere. Just click somewhere up in here in a minute, or when you get through, or right now, or whatever, and check out Thanks Dad. And so on the end of my show that I was gonna do I did do it, but I couldn't do the other part because I was talking, and like I said, the mic is, I don't get it, and I ain't finna wait. So I just want to go and jump on it. The show, at the end of the show, I wanted to dedicate the parenting episode to my father because I was thinking about it at the time, right? And so that's what I'm doing. So that's what I was going to do when I started the show. I'm just dedicated to the fact that I even want to do a podcast. I dedicate the whole podcast to him here. But the particular show I was going to share with you guys that my father did pass last year. And since it was a story on parenting, and I talk about him so much all the time, and even in the parenting episode, I talked about him a couple times. And so I was just, extract from that, out of that, and, share it with you guys. So instead of doing that, I decided to make this, which is kind of like I don't know if it's a tribute, or basically talk about my dad, his parenting. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take a little small thing or talk about my dad and his life and my experience with him. Just him, parenting, and I was gonna stretch for you guys and show, just share some things. But I'm gonna still do this. So I just wanted to share some insight information with you guys. I shot this video at his house, down in Georgia. The Thanks Dad video. I shot this Thanks Dad video down in Georgia at his house. He was gone. We decided his birthday was August 2nd, and we decided to meet up at his house, and come together, and do that. And so I was like, I'm gonna shoot a video. I had, like, when he passed, I was working on some music, but like that's a whole nother ball game. Look at the newest to the bunch, Kamora. Look, she just going on. She thinks she talking. Y'all want to hear it? And she thinks she talking about something. Well, she might be. I just can't understand her. But we shot the video, and I'm actually holding her. Look, I'm holding her in my hand on the video. Look at her. She literally had just learned to walk when we went down there. I'm from Memphis. We from Memphis, Tennessee. So we had just learned how to walk when we went down there. She was like 10 months. And by the time we were about to leave, we stayed there now like 2 weeks. By the time we was leaving, she was going up and down the steps. Now, might I add, she was not even walking before, or she learned how to walk. White girl. this covers, about my dad or whatever. So, like I said, I got the episode of parenting. That's how right now on Spotify, 901 Dynamite Show. You can check that out right now. I shot it a while back, but if you look at it, I made a couple references to my dad. A lot of them, I talk about my dad a lot, throughout life, and even doing this. Like I said, I didn't say it yet, but I guess you probably end up noticing by talking to me as I continue to talk. And in the future, I like to say, like you said or like I said, but nobody don't be done said it yet. It's just the way I talk. And so, no! Baby knocked the whole thing off the shelf, off the whole drive and everything off the desk, kids. So like I was saying, fun fact. We shot this video at my dad's house. We decided to go down there. I decided to have a barbecue down there at my dad's house, just us, the kids. One of my brothers incarcerated. My other brother, he lives in California. And but my other brother, he stays. He had five. It's five of us. And my other brother, he stay in Memphis. The crazy thing about it is he was coming down to live. He literally was coming down to. He literally was moving with my dad. He had talked to him probably 2 weeks before he passed. Told him he was coming down there to stay with him to. Start another job. To start a job, my dad said okay. He has a girl, and he has a new daughter. His baby probably about a month and a half younger than my baby. So I kind of didn't want him to come to Atlanta. So both our babies can grow up together. Which I don't know how this. They probably still will grow up together, but. He down in Georgia now, and I don't know how long he'll be down there, but he's occupying the house right now. And I just think that's such a blessing to be able to do. I just appreciate it, and I just love my dad for that. He always was there for us. He always looked out for us the best of his ability. He never sugarcoated anything. You know what I'm saying? He just always gave his real opinion, you know what I'm saying, and was honest with us about basically anything that we asked about. He gave us his thoughts, and his vision on it. He always tried to motivate us and tell us we can honestly be whatever we wanted to be. And I think some kids think parents don't know the way, all the time. And I think some kids kind of want their life directed, but just like how so-called Africans, do, or so-called Indians from the country India, do they kids try to, force them to be doctors and lawyers and try to their life. This one thing my dad didn't do or try to do. He was scared for us to play sports, so he didn't want us to play football. And he ended up taking my brother off the team, and he turned out to be 6'1" or 6'2" something, so he could play football. My other brother, he was big enough. I guess he just didn't want to play no more. But one thing my dad did say, I just want to say I miss you, Dad. I love you, Dad, and I'm just so thankful. So that's why I created Thanks, Dad, and there's gonna be a whole project. I'm working on the other songs right now. As we speak, I was working on music anyway, and all the beats that I got finna turn out to be for this project. Who knew I was getting beats to make a kind of a tribute project to my dad, kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I appreciate your dad. I love you. I miss you, and you'll always be in our hearts. So about the parenting. Experiencing with my dad and his parenting. Nobody is perfect, so you know that. He believed in what he believed in. He had his one thing my dad used to always say, not always, so like I said, he always was open to talk, right? So one thing that I realized he told all of us, and I realized, once he had passed, or got close, to it, or I don't know if it was last year. I realized all of us except my other two brothers, the one in California and the one that's incarcerated, they didn't have. Well, the one in California, he had time to do it, but I don't think he did. I don't think he kind of fell out for my dad. That's a long story, but I don't think he ever. I don't think he was able to reconcile things with my dad because of his pride. And my brother that's incarcerated. My brother that's incarcerated, I wouldn't say he necessarily was a problem child per se, but as far as school, yeah, he just wouldn't go to school and I guess do right. So he got in trouble a lot, got disciplined a lot. And my dad, it was just had it rough with him. But my dad never. It was always open arms. Once we got grown, it wasn't nothing about even talking about the past. And every time my brother came, it was just open arms. He did what he could do, but he always had his rules or what you're gonna do. As you at the house, and if you're not gonna do that, then it's gonna be a problem. I can't even say he necessarily kicked nobody out. Since my baby brother was already living down in the at the house, I decided to come down there with him for a few weeks. Told my sister to bring my other nephews and niece, and we had a get together at his house for his birthday. I know he was proud of us for doing that. He's always been proud of us in general. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. He wanted us to come down there and have a barbecue and get together, but we never got a chance to do it in our adult life. When I was like in the 10th grade, my sister, a couple years younger than me, she was great. We went to Atlanta together and hung out down there. But my sister's a superstar, so she moves all over the board. I had a job and, just living life, trying to set something up. We never just got a chance to get together down there. So I want us to go down there, and that's what we did. And he bought that green egg, that grill. He was so proud about it. But one thing my dad told me is when I talked to him about why he did this and why he did that, and I didn't like this and I didn't like that, he said, son, whatever you feel that I could have done better, whatever you feel that I could have done better, don't do with your kids. He said, his example was, son, we used to get whoopings with extension cords. So I didn't want to whoop y'all with extension cords and switches all y'all back. So he was like, he used to use the belt, or he got to some point he had a paddle, just like in school. So you'll get licks with a paddle, 3 licks, 4 licks, 5 licks, 5, but it's just straight on the ass, no beating with upside your head with a wood thing. But now my dad was a carpenter, so he made his own paddle, and just like in the video, everything that you see, he built. So he added on the house. He ain't built the concrete, but the thing around the green egg, the grill, that whole patio, the roof part, he made all the chairs in there, all the chairs that you see, man, he was a real carpenter. I was jealous of my dad as far as that carpentry, because I was like, man, I want to be a carpenter. I want to make this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could do it, but he learned that in high school. He actually got an award in high school that I didn't know that he received, because he was so great with his carpentry. He built a he had a 3-car garage, and he turned one of the garages into a studio. And I mean, it looked so nice. My little brother lived there at the time, in their house, and they said that he remember putting the installation up and doing it. And me coming down there throughout the years and looking at the house and everything, and like constantly seeing improvement. Oh, it's like the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like, just he was just a steady hand, or he had a steady vision. Man, anything in the house, like it's still wood stuff. It's like a built-in shelf he had built for like the entertainment. Like he literally was remodeling the house, like seriously himself. As he it's crazy, like to I know. I mean, I don't know. They build buildings all the time, but that amazes me too how fast these buildings be coming up, man. I was like, God damn. So y'all really can just do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all just choosing not to. Like, golly, man, that's crazy. Cause somebody got to pay money in the system or whatever. You just gotta, like, you can't do it because somebody got to pay for that, But I guess that's how it is. But anyway, yeah, he like the man. I'm gonna see the studio is crazy, how it look now to how it started off. He just adjust even the bathroom. This man, I wish I could do. I got it. I might have it. Man, the man had made the like he had took out the sink. Like I said, he remodeled the house. It's crazy. Like the stuff was just so neat. How he put the wood together, and you still seeing it wood. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just crazy. My dad gone. And like I said, I just want to say thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna say it again. Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate you, and just for putting the effort. Appreciate my dad for just trying to tell me everything that he could possibly tell me. You know what I'm saying? I tell my brother about the credit situation. He filed bankruptcy, and he said he couldn't buy them for 7 years. And he told me, but that's all he knew about the credit. That's what he told me. The stuff that I'm discovering now in these last couple of weeks and months, and the stuff I'm studying now, he didn't know nothing about. He didn't know nothing about trying to make a LLC and do what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Or do what I'm gonna do. And build like that. He had just wanted to. He had just got his real estate license. And he was going to I don't know if he was going to do it or not, but I believe he was going to retire from his job. And gonna do it or not, but I believe he was going to retire from his job. And I just want to appreciate those guys for coming out. They came all the way from Georgia back to Memphis for the funeral, and there was real love. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate that myself. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And probably never see these guys again. And that's just crazy. I attended a funeral, my girl's uncle, this past Saturday, and I really didn't go to funerals. I remember when my auntie died. She's like my step auntie. My stepmom's sister, and I was like around 18. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I was just scared to go to funerals or whatever, but I didn't. And my dad was like, "Son, you gonna go to my funeral?" And the other night I was laying in the bed, I thought about that, and I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm front row." You know what I'm saying? So we put the funeral together, so it's just crazy, to know. And I thought about that too. So me and my sister was talking, and we was talking about celebration. And my dad told me, son, don't be 5 years from now and you still sitting here water up in the, what they call up, crying yourself in a ball, telling us my dad. And he told me that in 2023. When we went to visit him and everything, we went to the zoo, and we did that thing in Atlanta, you do when I guess you get the service pass. So we was doing something every day. The zoo, we went to the college museum, Coca-Cola factory. Because when I go down there, I never do shit. enjoy, you know what I'm saying? We just be hanging with my dad, you know what I'm saying? We just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to do nothing. I don't know. I did go to the trap house one time with my partner. But we went down there for the trap house. We stayed at my dad's house that time. That wasn't even supposed to be a trip to go down there, but my partner wanted to go there, so we went since my dad down there, and we did that. When I went to his funeral, and I was just saying that I want to be remembered, I guess. Me and my sister was talking, and she was telling me about something that somebody post their parents and all the time, and they been passed, and I was in conflict about that at first. As far as trying to, I don't know if interpret, misinterpret, or what about when he said that. I just honestly think I'm doing very well. If I'm grieving, because I guess I am. You know, like I said, I miss my dad every day, thinking about him every day, all the time, and a nigga think about him anyway, just because he just was an impression on me. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, like, I don't know. It's just like I said, the sayings that he got must have been. I come to find out a lot of them is out the Bible, but like I said, I didn't read the Bible at first. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I don't know. It's just like I said, the sayings that he got must have been. I come to find out a lot of them is out the Bible, but like I said, I didn't read the Bible at first. You know what I'm saying? And so as I'm reading it, I'm like, man, he said this, he said that, and repeat something that he'll say to me, and then somebody be like, this Psalms, this, that, and third, you know, and I'd be like, what? He used to tell me the serenity prayer all the time. Tell me about that, and like I said, that was at the Bible. I don't know if he said it was. He might have did. I don't know. But yeah, that ceremony that, you know what I'm saying, you give, that's your farewell. And to a lot of people, that's it. You know, you go back to life. You know what I'm saying? We all do. Everybody else, you know, and people still gonna be grieving and hurting, and, you know, knowing that you're not there and missing you. But some people can, you know, it could get worse, you know, for others. Like they said, that, you know, experiences of grief, you know, getting mad. And I don't think I got mad at him, but I have said a million times, and me and I talked to my brother too on the phone, like the one that's locked up, and, you know, we laugh about a lot of stuff, and, you know, we still talk about my dad all the time, and I still talk to my sister, you know, we talk about him, you know. Like I said, she a superstar, so I gotta catch up with her. But she good. She good. Love you, Zai. I can pick up the phone, and when I think about it too, it ain't her, just on her. It's on everybody. But anyway, we laugh about everything, and we'll just bust out and say, damn, man, he clocked out on us. You know what I'm saying? That ain't funny or nothing like that, but like, we'll say that out loud to each other, man. Damn, man, dad is clocked out on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't believe it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but you can start off there, and then you can get into like, you can go down a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could, like, you know, what I'm learning is, grieve. Like, if you gotta cry or you grieve, think about him. But I understand what he's saying. Don't, like, you can't be in the ball, because life goes on. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gone. It ain't nothing that I literally can do at all. You know what I'm saying? All you literally have is memories of me, and I want you as your parent to be the best, you know, the greatest of all time, if it's possible. You get what I'm saying? To you to be in the best situation you can be, and you ain't gonna be able to do that, you know what I'm saying, you know, crying about me, and or can't get over the hump just as far as my death is concerned, because we do gotta pass away. He was 59, you know, and we do gotta go, and like I said, I thank him for that, because he used to always tell me when my cousin passed, right about 6 months before him, he was like, and she was just 40 something, he was like, son, God don't promise us immortality. You know what I'm saying? And he had mentioned that earlier that year as well. So I really listened to him, you know what I'm saying, or tried my best to my willpower. So I take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? And the water, and like what he said. So, I mean, man, I guess I'm grieving, but I think I'm doing very well. I think about him all the time, and I appreciate him. But like I said, I do just think about like just like everything that he stood for, and he stuck to his guns about what he did stand for, and he didn't follow a crowd, but everybody from the job came up. You know what I'm saying? From out of, you know what I'm saying? So them is co-workers. So golly geez, that means he spent a lot of time with these folks, and like, so that's what I'm saying. I knew it, like, and that what made me think like, damn, I want to be remembered as well through the on the funeral, and then shit, celebrate me. People don't know, but I guess it is a good thing, because that's what I was saying. I was conflicted about when people pass, and you don't want to be worshiping the folks. You get what I'm saying? Or you do want to remember the person, but if you one of them people that's gonna be walled up, I don't know if you need to get pictures of the person or have to look at the person all the time. I don't know if you should get that. It's okay with celebrating, remembering somebody, and cherishing them, and that's just all I want to do. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.